just want to start this video off by letting you guys know I will be giving away 4 bonds this video. All you gotta do is leave a comment below, hit that like button, and I'll do a random comment generator and pick 4 of you guys to win a bond. Hope one of you guys win that needs it. And without any further ado, let's get into the video. Hey, welcome back. Last time we ended this episode, or episode 7, I left you guys on roll, and hey, hold on one second. Hey, what's up? Oh, shit.
Oh, would you look at that? He decided to take the battlefield chunk. Doesn't seem like there are too many tasks to complete here, though. Just some simple quest steps. Oh, wait a sec. There's a note here from Soda. Seems these quest tasks are just backlogged ones that he couldn't do before. That makes sense. Oh, sorry. Hey, everyone. Grace Only Knows here, and I'm commandeering this video. Don't worry about Soda. He's doing, well, let's just say things could be worse for him. I figure this may be the only way to get him to post videos more frequently. But let's jump into it and see what the man got up to in episode 8. Alright, looks like we are heading to the bank here. And let me tell you, that was a long walk from the Trino village all the way over here to Port Khazard. But on the bright side of things, at least he has access to a bank, which is something that not every chunk account can say. So it looks like we are depositing everything here. And okay, Soda, not bad. 1.2 mil cash stack. That's a pretty nice little sum there. I'm incredibly jealous. Just like I'm jealous of your armor tab here. Mine looks nothing like this. But it looks like we are getting some melee armor there, so I guess we're gearing up for a fight here very shortly. He's searching for something else. Oh, the purple cape. Okay, very important. So he got some Fashioncape. And as we all know, that Fashioncape, regardless of the actual defensive bonuses, gives us an extra buff to all of our armors for having it on. So we're looking for something else here as well. Oh, zombie boots. Okay, so also as we all know, having more than one additional piece of Fashioncape on gives an increased 4.762% bonus to all of our defensive stats. So the more Fashioncape we have on, the more defensively bulky we are. So we're to the battlefield chunk here now. And I suppose we're starting with the backlog quests, which seems good. Get them out of the way, get things going on here. Talking to Commander Montai, so we're going to see what he wants from us. Now the question is, did Soda bring the required items that we all know he needs? And it looks like he didn't. In 2024, aka 2025 at this point, he didn't look at the wiki, did not bring his logs. And I see that he wants to cut this section out of the video, but nah, I think a walk of shame is justified here. Alright, one walk of shame later, and we are back at the bank. And we picked up 4 planks along the way, which is great. Good to have. So here we are to pick up an axe. And my man has a mithril axe. Let me tell you, I am jealous of this guy. I am extremely jealous. On my chunk, I've got a bronze axe, and I'm cutting like 40,000 oak logs right now, and it's terrible. So, very jealous. I'm giving this man 2 swings to cut down this tree. 2 swings. 2 swings it is! Oh, he's going for another one. My gosh, what a wood-cutting machine out here. Alright, back at the battlefield, we've got our wood on us, which is great. And there we go. On to the next step. Alright, time to knock this one out. Soda talked to this guy, who has absolutely no idea what's going on all around him. Great tracker, by the way. Then this guy, who was locked in a cage, but at least helpful, and gave up a coordinate. And finally, this guy who gave another coordinate for their weapon of mass destruction. And honestly, 2 out of 3 isn't bad. I'm sure we'll hit the mark the first time, right? And with that out of the way, it's murdering time. Alright, easy peasy. After a quick chat with King Bolrin, that's as far as we go for now. But next on the backlog was of course the observatory quest. And well, I'll spare you the pain of watching Soda run through those tunnels several times. If you've done that quest before, you know how much fun that is, especially with low agility levels. And with that done, all the backlogs were complete. So let's take a look at what Soda has to do to roll a new chunk. Current chunk tasks are 40 attack, 36 farming, 50 fire making, 61 fletching, and a whopping 1 rune crafting as far as skilling goes. For best in slot gear, he'll need to obtain a rune scimitar, pink boots and a pink robe, and a set of Zamorak robes. Zami Monk set done. Took basically no time at all, which is to be expected because they are a 1 out of 20 drop of course. And with that out of the way though, it was time to head inside and start looking for the massive upgrade that the Zamorak warriors were hiding. At a 1 out of 50 drop rate, the rune simi shouldn't take too long to... Oh, there it is. Dude didn't even let me finish my sentence. Well, now that he got the simi, he might as well flex it a bit of course. Let's see how it does in action. My guy is popping off for that thing. I wish I had one. By the way, how many of you knew that if you killed these tortoises, that the gnomes in the surrounding areas would just yell insults at you? I completely forgot this was a thing, but if you watch a lot of chunk content, you'll definitely know this. I'll have to make sure that Extreme Gnome doesn't find out that Soda was bullying his brethren, though. After that, Soda decided to head over to the farming patch near the monastery and get another chunk task out of the way. The chunk task in question was simply planting a dwellberry bush in this farming patch, which he already had the level for, so it's very easy peasy. All he has to do now is harvest the cadaver berries from the bush, dig it up with that spade that he definitely brought with him, and he's good to go. Oh, that's awkward. This man doesn't even own a spade. Guess that task is going on the back burner for a little bit. Next up was the 61 fletching grind, and this one was going to be extremely easy because looking at my man's bank here, he has a ton of supplies to get it done. And I gotta say, I'm extremely jealous, because I have to get 72 fletching in my account, and I have nothing. So, doing arrows, this should take basically no time at all. And there we are, 60 fletching, 1 more level to go. And coming in hot here is 61 fletching. Chunk task complete. Pink boots acquired. That took basically no time at all. And I gotta tell you, these boots look amazing. Like, that is some hardcore Fashioncape. And now all we need to go with it is the top and bottoms to get the full set. There's the top. Only one more piece and we have the full set unlocked. And there it is, the robe bottoms. Let's put that on and see how it looks. Oh yes, my man is channeling the Fashioncape energy right now. And with that, all the current chunk tasks were completed, and it was time to roll a new chunk to see where Soda was heading next. And let me tell you that this map looks very interesting right now. So chunks 2 and 8, aka Yanil and Witch Haven respectively, are already marked by Soda there with the magic and construction grinds, to remind him what's going to happen if he rolls there. We've also got Clan Wars and the western part of East Ardy as an option. So depending on where he shows up, there's going to be some very good content ahead of him, or some very long grinds. Let's take a look and see where he ends up. Alright, so he's rolling 2 chunks at a time, and the first chunk he got here is the Castle Wars entrance. And the next chunk is the one right next to it, on the western side of Yanil. So very interesting chunks for sure. I would say that the Castle Wars chunk is basically a freebie for now. There's nothing to do there right now. Of course, if he rolls Castle Wars later itself, then he's got a very long grind ahead of him. So it'll be interesting to see what he goes with. But he's seeing no potential chunks right here. And that's what we're going with. So we'll be heading down to the Castle Wars entrance to take a look and see what we've got to do. And there it is, Castle Wars off in the distance. So around here there's basically a couple of trees and some other like basic resources, but nothing really of note at this point right now. However, what is very important here is that we have a bank in this chunk. So he'll be able to bank in a different area. If he's cutting trees down here, he's very close to a bank if he needs to do wood cutting or fire making. And you can see that, of course, until he unlocks the Castle Wars chunk itself, he doesn't have to worry about doing anything here, really. There is, however, a store, so if he does roll the Castle Wars chunk, well, you can see he's got a lot of grinding to do. That's about a 200-hour grind, if I recall correctly. They are supposed to be changing it in the near future, but it's a 200-ish hour grind right now, and it's mostly AFK and you can't do anything else, so... Well, with that, there's no more chunk tasks to do here, so let's roll the next one and see what happens. Alright, first up we have Hazelmere, and the second chunk option is going to be the Tower of Life chunk. So I think this is a pretty easy choice here. We're going to go with Tower of Life. And that gives us only 2 tasks to do, which would be really, really simple. A blue wizard hat and a staff of fire. So let's head over that way and take a look. Alright, a couple kills down, and we already have a staff, which is not the staff we need, but it's good to have on hand. You never know when you might need that staff. So the only real thing to do in this entire chunk right now is to essentially kill this zombie over here. And you can see that Soda's using the world hopping method to get it to respawn quicker. And then just wait for the drops to show up. So, shouldn't take too long, I would say. Staff of Fire, there we are. Very quick, very easy. Okay, what about the blue wizard hat drop? Soda, do you already have a blue wizard hat? Hit your head off the wall twice if that's the case. Oh look, the very next clip is him showing us the blue wizard hat. Makes sense. Oh, Soda, that looks like it hurts. Alright, chunk task complete, and it's time to roll another chunk. It's a lot of chunks in one video. Alright, to the left is a dead chunk. And Castle Wars. Oh man, that's a doozy right there. And he's taking Castle Wars right off the bat. He's committing to that grind of getting the entire store. Whew, it's gonna be a very long grind ahead of him. Well everyone, I feel like I've done my part here. So it's probably about time to let Soda go so he can wrap things up himself. But before I do, don't forget to check out Grace Only Knows on YouTube, and make sure to subscribe to Soda and like this video if you enjoyed it.
Hey, I'm back, and I promise you absolutely nothing happened weird while I was tied up with a trash bag over my head. But besides that, I did roll Castle Wars, both chunks, and I have to get 800 Castle War tickets. And the average chunk man that grinds about 105 hours using 2 accounts. But unfortunately for me, I work a lot, so I gotta do a lot of them on the Mass Worlds using mobile. So it's going to take me a little bit longer since a lot of my tickets are going to be 1, 2, 3 ticket games. But yeah, hope you guys check out Grace Only Knows. He's a great guy, great talent, and he's got a great series he's got going on. I think you guys will love it. And until next time, hope you guys be safe and enjoy life. Peace.